And Mike, it is all about the students tonight here in District 205.
It doesn't matter what the statistics say if there are people who are getting carjacked. A very busy day here in our newsroom, and we begin with a series of breaking news stories. Crews are calling this one of the largest fires they've experienced in the last 10 years.
It's hard to breathe, and I'm walking with this.
Well, how about this from a cow onesie, a chocolate fountain, to a pair of gold tone grills, for your mouth. Normally on a Monday, we would have about 100 people who would stop into the blood center. The motor in my window went out, and so the window is down right now, and I'm just glad it's not going to rain. A trip to the gas station seems to get better and better.
Pulled in to this area this morning thinking, I can't believe I'm covering something like this.
The chief making it clear that this is not a resignation. Tonight, the boy's mother says she believes her child has been missing for nearly 3 weeks.
As you talked about the impact, $3 million for our area. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio. For the last 40 minutes, I've just been looking down in fear.
And here it goes. Got the bar. Oh, I'm gonna get the ball.
It's getting faster. It's starting to spin faster.
I'm either going to live or I'm going to die.
I made my peace with God real soon. I don't know why I'm here.
Daylight paints a grim picture for the survivors of the Fairdale tornado.
So if you want to hang out here for a little bit, tell someone from my command staff
Survivors like Susan Meyer, who became homeless in a matter of seconds.
The upstairs windows blew out behind me and debris
As she lay
started.
curled in a ball tucked at the bottom of her basement stairs.
There's no real way to describe it.
We're going to wait. They're going to see the status of your structure or your home.
As Meyer waits to see what's left of her home, 2 other victims will never return. David Richardson's aunt, Jackie Closa, was found dead in the bathroom.
Her house last night when I walked by, it was just completely destroyed. It ain't even hit me yet. Every once in a while I gotta walk away because I'll start crying, but I gotta hold it together.
While Richardson mourns, he also never had a chance to say goodbye to his home, saying the twister aggressively threw him onto the lawn, where a wall acted as a shield from the storm.
It kept trying to suck me out from underneath the wall. It pulled my feet out, and the only reason I'm staying here talking to you, I dug my fingers into anything I could, and it dragged me about 3 feet.
You guys thirsty?
Volunteers from the Red Cross joined dozens, if not hundreds, reaching out to the victims as broken chairs, upside down cars, and twisted metal had become images of the past. Perhaps an even bigger tribute, an unidentified volunteer firefighter climbs above the debris to hang an American flag.
People I knew and grew up with.
Lieutenant Carl Bruder says search and rescue attempts have become personal as he digs through the rubble with his bare hands.
People come up to me and say, Carl, have you seen my mom? Carl, have you seen my cousin? What do you do? I haven't found them yet.
And as this small town of 150 tries to pick up the pieces, many are forced to rebuild their homes and now their lives without 2 neighbors they've known for years. Dana and Pat Loner are bringing something out of the bubble to Rockford Parks.
It's really an endless amount of fun.
It's called Knocker Ball, and it's already considered a hit.
Well, we're standing in bubbles that you will put on your back and play bubble soccer. We wanted to bring something new to the Rockford area.
It's the first of its kind in our area. Players stand inside the inflatable ball and play a number of games.
Strategies, honestly, is to try to stay on your feet. You may knock them over, but you're also going to get knocked over.
I fall anyway just walking, so this could be a struggle in itself.
The good news is I'm pretty convinced it is practically impossible to get hurt in these things.
Painless, right?
Just gotta figure out how to carry it.
After a steady walk to Gambino Park, we start by getting into the bubbles.
You bend down and reach for those handles through the backpack and then lift it up onto you.
Oh, it's warm. Warm, but for a game that promises to be safe, I felt I could take the heat.
3, 2, 1, go!
Where do I go? Just run at him?
like being able to get out here with a bunch of people and just have some fun.
So tomorrow is the kickoff to Knockerball. It's when everybody will get a chance to play. It's $10 for 15 minutes, and I can tell you, 15 minutes is a long time in here.
You're in here, you're working hard, you got a heavy weight on you, you're trying to use a little bit of agility to go left and right and dodge some people, so I think it's a great workout.
I'm okay.
A great workout that may help us shed some pounds or maybe a few shoes. Why the loners say we shouldn't feel any pain. Our cheeks might hurt in the end.
One of my struggles is seeing kids come in the same clothes every day.
And she was too embarrassed to tell me that she was hungry. And so that was one of those things that definitely stuck with me.
I feel like I don't want to let them down.
Sound it out. Break it down into
Indo. Who is the face of poverty? If you go by state standards,
Murray's got it out. Jania's got it out.
every student in Tom O'Brien's 5th grade classroom fits the mold. Every desk supports a student who can't afford 3 meals a day.
I have kids when they first come in draw pictures of their bedroom, and that way I can find out how many kids sleep on the couch.
That picture is only a snapshot of what our community is facing. 5 out of 6 District 205 students are considered low income. That's 23,000 kids out of the 28,000 who fill these classrooms daily.
Bye-bye, have a good weekend. Bye, honey.
For teachers at Bayer Elementary School, it's not about statistics. It's the innocent lives behind the numbers.
Sometimes it feels impossible going against this poverty situation, but I feel like everyone does a really good job pulling together for the sake of these kids.
I pull students out of the classroom and I hear that they're hungry, and I know it's hard for them to concentrate when they're thinking about how they're hungry.
Some kids as young as kindergarten are setting their own alarms to get out for school, while hundreds start the year on the sidelines of gym classes because they can't afford shoes. Long lines form to receive donated coats, and a snow day means some children will go without 3 meals, while moms like Leah Sawakis work full-time to put ramen noodles on the table for her family of 5.
God is great.
God is good. I just don't want to let them down. So I will work as much as I can to provide for them.
Sawakis moved from a homeless shelter to government housing, the first place she's had on her own.
4, 6.
Her walls are thin, but her skin is thicker as she cares for her children on minimum wage, working full-time in Arby's to support 3 kids, 2 under the age of 5.
I work my butt off. And I'm just trying to raise some babies.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Quiet as a mouse. Quiet as a mouse.
Rock House Kids founder Dola Gregory is trying to do the same, helping 300 children a week in the center of a Rockford neighborhood known for high crime and prostitution, the center of it all.
We see kids out here on the streets after school, and we think, oh, they're just getting out of school, but the fact is they're walking around trying to find a place to stay, somebody to stay with.
Rock House has become that safe haven, serving 9,000 hot meals in 2015 without a penny from the state or federal government. Gregory says she'd only get that funding if she stops teaching kids.
Clap your hands. 1, 2.
About God.
For us here, we're able to feed them before they have to go steal the food. We're able to train them with work ethics when they come back and give back before they go out there and lose their first job because they didn't know anything. And sometimes they look at the volunteers here and they'll say, is that what a mom is supposed to look like?
While stomachs growl, another disheartening sound. Gunfire. Some kids unable to do homework when their house doesn't quite feel like a home.
It becomes part of what they have to live in. I mean, if you drop something around here that sounds like gunshot fires, you'll see the kids dashing to the floor. When the balloons pop, I've seen kids go underneath the tables.
Teachers tell me some students struggle with PTSD, witnessing violence in preschool that many of us won't see in our lives.
And let's read for They Came to Escape Poverty.
O'Brien says he doesn't change his classroom expectations, only the way he goes about teaching.
Janai, I need you to do this for me right now, hon. We'll take care of
Hoping to become a consistent voice in an inconsistent environment.
Oh, is it your birthday? Oh, thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.
Okay.